Alright, so I was talking to somebody the other day about the Benevolent Leader trophy and getting the platinum on this game and as far as how much of a pain in the ass it is and whatnot. And then I had another friend of mine. I'll probably tag both of you guys in the video once I post it. Uh, but anyway, I was talking to somebody else about what all you have to do to get it done or whatever. So I was just gonna go on a quick tour of Sanctuary now. Just to put it out there, I don't know which one is recommended for you to do it at, but I've read a couple places that Sanctuary Hills is not like it's not as it's not recommended that you try to do this here, that you try to make your settlement here. I'm not quite sure why. It's been a while. It's been since back in mid-December since I did this, and it's the last time I played the game, so I'm not like it's not real fresh in my mind. But anyway, so here we're gonna go ahead and come up this way. Like, I didn't really do anything with this entire area. I mean, that's still there from like the tutorial type stuff. Uh, and I didn't get super fancy with any of this. I just basically did what was required of me to get this done. But yeah, so I mean, you're gonna you got to set up a good defense. Like, let's bring this up real quick. It's not bad. We'll look at it when we get up here. I'll show you all the stats and everything. But anyway, first things first. Like, you have to tear a lot of these buildings down. Like, you basically have to go through and completely destroy everything, and you've got to build these houses. I recommend using these. They're cheap and efficient. You can fit a bed apiece in each one. And you have to build enough of these to accommodate your 20 settlers. I think I built extra. I'm sure I built extra, actually. I'm sure I have more than 20 beds for everybody to sleep in. But you got to make sure that you're building these buildings that are indoors, that you have to make sure the beds are indoors, that they're out of the elements and out of the rain and whatnot, those crazy storms that you have. Also, as you can see, like, I put a painting inside each one, and as you'll see as I go through this tour, like, I've got flags and paintings and just all kinds of nonsense everywhere. There's the wall of puppies, you know what I mean? Like, just to raise everyone's happiness. I mean, you have to do this stuff. Here's all the clinics. Like, see how I've got all my settlers? They're working at these clinics. Let's count them real quick because I can't remember exactly how many you have to have. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. So there's 16 of these bad boys. I guess not everybody's working right now, but here's the other end of my turrets. They're set up. I just chose to use like the low end turrets as far as it goes. I set up a bunch of ashtrays everywhere. Not sure why. I just did. Here's more of the housing that I set up. You have to set up water. So I don't know how many water pumps that is, but it's plenty. These are other things that they're not really difficult to build. They don't take a lot of materials, whatnot, stuff. That's a spoiler alert, so I won't say what that is. It doesn't give anything away by seeing it, but I won't say what it is if you haven't completed the game anyway. Let's see here. I think I forget. Yeah, I can't remember what button to press. Is it you hold this down? Yeah, there we go. Okay, I couldn't remember what button to press to bring all that up. Okay, so now as you can see, I've got 100 happiness. Okay, I've got 35 beds. My defense is up to 190. My power's at 30. Oh yeah, that's the other thing too. Is you have to have power for certain things. Actually, honestly, I don't think power affects. I don't think it affects the happiness whatsoever. That's for other things. But anyway, the water. I can't remember how much your water has to be. Just basically try to use this as a guide, to get to 100 happiness. Try to have your numbers somewhere in this area, obviously, because I have it. But But yeah, with these clinics, I don't know if I talked about it uh, in depth, but with these clinics, like they're so expensive, and you have to do your perks a certain way to build those. Like these are like level 3 clinics, and you have to have enough caps to do it. I'm sure you can find a guide online that's going to tell you like what kind of materials and what kind of caps and shit you're going to have, and what perks you need to be taking. But it's definitely recommended that you try to do all this like as you're playing the game. Like don't wait until the end of the game and say, okay, now I'm going to go back and do this, because it's not going to work. If you don't have the right perks, you don't have the right skill sets, you're not going to be able to build the right stuff, and it's not going to work out for you. Obviously, this is something that's recommended to have, like, so you can ring the bell and gather up all your people. One thing that I'm forgetting about is food. Got to build food. I recommend building the mut fruit plants because, let's see here. Yeah, they produce one a piece on the food, so as long as you got enough people working on your food, you're gonna keep everybody fed. So I've got like the big mut fruit farm back here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, also another thing, you have to send all of your companions away. Like, if you have any companions with you, send them away. If you have any companions that you've sent to Sanctuary or to whatever settlement you've chosen to do this in, send them away. They will count against your happiness. They will hurt you because they won't allow you to get enough settlers into your settlement. That's another thing too. Like in getting settlers, like obviously you have to do what the game tells you to do, and build a radio tower. But it doesn't always work out that way. You don't always get people showing up, like you would expect. So a recommendation is to find a couple other settlements to build a radio tower in, and go ahead and go to those settlements once in a while and see if there's people there, and just send them to this settlement. Because that was one of the things that took me a while, is getting 20 settlers. Because you have to do that. Like, you have to have 20 settlers or you're not going to reach 100 happiness. I mean, I think there have been people that have done it. I don't know how the hell they did it, because I couldn't do it. I couldn't get it to work out. But other than that, I mean, that's pretty much the tour of my settlement. That's pretty much as much information as I can give towards trying to help you get the trophy. But yeah, I guess the only other thing is I'll just show off a couple other things. There's my jukebox. Just thought that'd be cool to put there. There's my bobblehead stand with all my bobbleheads on it from where I collected all those up. Here's both of my power armors. I got the T60B. I pimped it out a little bit. I can't remember. I know this one. Yeah, I've got almost all the parts of it completely upgraded. I don't think I've got. Yeah, one of the legs I'm missing the upgrade on. Yeah, as you can see, it doesn't have the titanium upgrade. I just need to go out and collect more materials, and I also need to put jetpacks on both of them. I don't have jetpacks on either of them. But I was kind of waiting to do some of that stuff, like whenever some DLC comes out, if it ever comes out. Because I figure once some DLC comes out, I'll level up a little bit more and be doing some more traveling and collecting of materials and junk and stuff. So, but I think yeah, I had a bunch of I wonder why they're all on the ground. That's weird. I had all the magazines on the rack. I don't know why they're on the ground. If they got blown out or something, or if that's a feature in the game or what. But anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, if anybody has any questions or anything, just message me or whatever. If you're having trouble or whatnot, I mean, I'm sure you can find somebody online that can give you a better rundown than I can. But I just did this just to give a tour, just to do it for shits and giggles, I guess. But all right, anybody out there watching, thanks for watching, and I hope I was somewhat informative if you needed help or whatnot. But all right, later.